欢迎各位，欢迎。Oh my god！ 对不起，炸大家的耳朵一下。好了，我们用一首歌的声音跟大家解释一下，我们今天要干嘛？我看一下哦。好了，我们今天要听那个，对不起，声音对不起。我们今天要听 Critical Role 的同步视听。然后我们大概在1分钟后开播，大概在4分钟后开播。先看第一集，大家可以先开好你们的 Critical Role， 开好 Critical Role 的 Tab。今天准备要看 Campaign 4的第1集。等一下我们会开声音，然后让大家，如果你是在工作什么，你可以挂着听。那我们就是边放，然后欢就会边讲话，讲一些自己的想法，然后感觉之类的，你们就可以体验一下，就是跟欢一起看影集或电影是什么感觉。今天我很期待，就是我们要听 Brandon D. Mulligan 的游戏开头是怎么做的。他是怎么做到游戏的开场的？所以非常期待这件事情。我们第一次做这种系列，那我们等一下剪留言可能会慢一点，所以这是给 TRPG。给 TRPG 玩家的一场直播。好，应该可以准备开始播放了。Let's do it！ 啊 ，Campaign 4， 我期待很久了，终于有时间看了，准备开始吧。
Someone you love very much is about to die. Could you please introduce us to your character?
My name is llwang. Hal. I am a older, dark-haired with streaks of white orc gentleman, dressed in fairly fine but not ostentatious clothing, and has smile lines at the eyes from a life well lived. Trying in this moment to hold on to the spirit that has buoyed him through his life. Maybe not doing as well as he'd like to in this moment.
This moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of the city of Dolmakyar. Its gray stone standing proud here at the eastern edge of the land known as Kahad. You stand under the guardian wall. Heroes of the Shaper's War, carved in statue, some 80 feet tall, their torsos emerging from masonry, from the rock and stone of the mountainside, lean and hold the mountains of Kavroset Bay. These statues arrayed side by side, orcs and dwarves, elves and humans, halflings.
我们重来一次。
Liam, someone you love very much is about to die. Could you please introduce us to your character?
你都要去祭剑了吗？好啊，期待收到你的礼物。
llwang. How? I am a older, dark-haired with streaks of white, orc gentleman, dressed in fairly fine but not ostentatious clothing. And has smile lines at the eyes from a life well lived. Trying in this moment to hold on to the spirit that has buoyed him through his life. Maybe not doing as well as he'd like to in this moment.
所以是一个平静的开头呢。
This moment.
有点重 ，Brandon 的风格是这样子的。
Shoulder to shoulder with the people of the city of Dolmakyar. Its gray stone standing proud here at the eastern edge of the land known as Kahad. You stand under the guardian wall. Heroes of the Shaper's War, carved in statue, some 80 feet tall, their torsos emerging from masonry, from the rock and stone of the mountainside, lean and hold the mountains of Kavroset Bay. These statues arrayed side by side, orcs and dwarves, elves and humans, halflings, gnomes, beast folk, rendered here as heroes of a revolution, now fading from memory. Their looks of determination, heroism, and strength carved forevermore into their faces. What hope they bear in their noble visages. Under their arms stands the base of this massive wall at the eastern edge of the city, Dolmakyar, towering spires that follow the river Vrosh step by step down from the mountains as the city comes to life. Over your own neighborhood, you see a flight of magpies, black wings, white breasts take to the sky.
所以很长的风景描述。
rises on this gray day. The days have been mostly gray recently. The Guardian Wall, like much of Dolmakyar, is a place dedicated to heroism, camaraderie, the struggle of the mortal world to make a brighter day. And it is here, under the Guardian Wall, that they have strung up the hangman's noose to kill your brother, Thiazi Fang. Behind the wall, a wagon approaches.
开头是一场丧礼。
Soldiers, their heraldry and tabards alive with the crests of the sundered houses. Taconis, Helovar, Royce, Einfasen, Cormorey. March You would think some beast of legend was left within this wagon, barred with iron as it is, for the amount of soldiers marching this man to the gallows. But it is just one man. The wagon pulls up to a small wooden staircase and a door leading through the wall out to the awaiting crowd and the hangman's noose. Waiting at the steps, his eyes on the approaching wagon. Luis is your character. Could you please introduce us to your character?
Yes. Azune Nayar stands tall, proud. Human in appearance, he is just over 5'10", but gives the presence of someone that's taller than that. His pride carries him above his height.
哦，好重的开场，
He is strong, lean, muscular. He has
不是小而雀跃，
brown skin and
是大而
coppery
重。
auburn brown hair that's tied back in a braid, a birthmark that goes up the right side of his neck, up his face, and up to his forehead around his eye. His eyes look like a sunset on an ocean. The bottom half of his irises are a deep blue. His pupils are yellow, like the sun that burst out into an orange, and then into a teal, and then into a light gray. He is wearing full armor, as is given to him by his station in Dolmakyar. He is a member of the Revolutionary Guard, an arcane marshal, specifically.
革命这个国家曾经发生
His
过。
arms are exposed. Along his right bicep are tattooed the words, "Have mercy on those I send you."
The door to the wagon opens. Soldiers of House Tuconis retrieve a figure from inside the shadows, and a handsome orc smile across his fanged face. Nice shiner indicating some degree of glibness or flippancy in the face of his
Brandon 的声音真的好好
guards.
听，跟晨晨说的一
Wearing
样。
his soiled coat and his old boots, his effects having been taken from him.
气
He's
音跟
marched
强
out
音。
in manacles. The man you followed into battle all those years ago, dragged forward here. He looks up at you as he approaches. Not you. Anybody but you.
I put my hand up to stop the rest of the soldiers. I am the arcane marshal assigned to scan the prisoner. And I begin a ritual. My palm is facing up, and I start to trace a circle around my palm as I begin a ritual of detect magic. But as I do that,
本团的第一
I
个
point
法
my
术
fingers，towards him, and I actually cast message.
我看他怎么描述
Hidden from
侦
those
测魔
guards
法。
here, not first in the arcane, you feel yourself connect through this act of sorcery to Thiazi Fang.
Study his face for a moment. Thiazi, I can buy us a few moments. If you have something that you want to say to someone and want me to pass it to them, now is the time.
As you feel this spell connect to you, he smiles and goes, anything I have to tell anybody, I can tell them myself.
You can notice that look in his eyes, that glint. And I say more. In a moment, I'm going to scan you to see if I can pick up any arcane residue, and my hope is that I do. Earlier today, somebody placed an object on you, a ward. And watch me closely when I'm done. If I sense it, I'll give you a nod, and then I'll gesture to let you know where it is. It's delicate. It breaks easy, and upon adding just a little bit of pressure, it will be the very thing that sends you away from here.
Understood.
One last thing. A message from your brother. Hal says he's here with you until the end.
他的弟弟
And you've always been a hero in his eyes.
他是怎么做到的？一开
Well,
始
that makes one of us. I don't know that I'll be able to see him again after today, probably. Right? I mean, you guys getting me out of here. I'm not going to be able to.
Diazi, you've lit many fires throughout your years, and they all still burn. And with that, instead of casting the ritual, I'm actually going to use a spell slot and cast Detect Magic in that moment. An updraft of wind moves up towards me, a pulse radiates out, and Detect Magic.
交给玩家描述法术。
A gleam of magic hidden in the back of his coat, quite near his manacled hands, registers to you. A little bit of conjuration, a little bit of illusion, just enough trickery for Thiazi Fang to make one last daring getaway.
Good. I step back, I give him a nod, and I turn around and I put my hand on the small of my back so he can see me indicate where it is.
He nods to you, and in that last moment of the message cantrip, he makes eye contact with you and says, I know you'll have to stay here. I'm sorry for all the distance I kept.
他是怎么做到的？才第一场游戏
I set were worth it.
第一个瞬间，我就感觉好重。
Make sure you set some of your own when the time comes. And he walks up to the gallows, a spring in his step, moves through the door. As he walks out under the gallows, the crowd seeing him for the first time, from many parts of the crowd, a cheer goes up. The lords and ladies of the sundered houses, anticipating this moment, strike up the trumpets, attempting to quiet this noise. You see your brother, and you see him looking throughout a crowd of several hundred people looking for you.
Raise an arm to the air.
He
nods to you. A herald of House Taconis steps forward.
Herein, sentenced to death by the authority of the Chamber of Lords Advisory to the Revolutionary Council, is the traitor, arcanist, and murderer Thiazi Fang to be put to death. His crimes enumerated: befouling arcanism, theft, skullduggery, murder, and sedition against the beneficence of the city and its peoples. At this last accusation, a murmur moves through the crowd. Another voice stands, this one from an elderly woman dressed in white. The matriarch of House Halavar, scion of the Candescent Creed. Let the light shine, and let peace be restored to this blessed city
这个口音
and its heroic legacy.
他怎么做到
As
的
she continues to speak in this moment, Thiazi turns to you. Hal.
I think, anxiety rising in my gut
我请问这是哪
severely
段？
tempted to dart my eyes around this open space looking for
第一集
any hand to
时间
intervene,
看荧
see
幕
any result of all of the beseeching and deal making I have been making behind the scenes for weeks. But I won't let my brother look at that if these are to be his final moments, so I hold his look, and for someone whose life has been all about words, I have none to give.
He looks at you smiling, shakes his head no. And at this distance, you can't hear him over the speech of the photarch of the Candescent Creed, this elderly matriarch speaking. But you see him mouthing the words to you in this moment of desperation. So many strings were pulled. Something's got to happen. This can't be. He looks at you and goes, mouthing, just so you can read his lips. What are you doing for lunch after this?
你要吃什么午餐？好棒！
What, you didn't plan a funeral? Don't you like me at all? If I don't see you for a long time, you're my hero. And his eyes dart up to the sky. I'd like you to make an insight check for me.
啊，第一个检定。
Natural 20.
哇，天然20，第一个检定天然20，每个检定都天然20。
In this moment,
天然20。
in this moment, on a nat 20, you look and see his eyes, and I think your bardic magic swells, and you connect through him and can hear his voice. He looks up and you see reflected in his eyes, distant. You can't see it from where you are in the crowd looking up. All of the people of Dolmaki are gathered here in this place. Skyboxes filled with nobles looking out over balconies from the higher level near the shoulders of the mighty statues.
麋鹿就感受气氛就好了。
He sees something in the sky, and his face changes. There's panic. On a nat 20, the residue of Azune's message cantrip comes to you, and I will allow you to speak mentally to your brother in this moment on that nat 20 as he looks out and sees something and panics. He goes, no. He looks at you. You have to.
Tell me what to do.
Murray, you gotta help Murray. The Penteveral, you have to help her. There's paint waiting for you with Bolaire. I can't. You have to. You hear the voice from the dais say, "Have you any last words?" The Ozzy Fang. He looks up, realizing that he can't speak telepathically to you while he's in this moment before they pull the lever. He looks out at you and goes, speaking to the crowd, "The false authority that now condemns me to death will fall. I regret only that I will miss the glorious celebration when your calumny and destruction comes to an end." He looks to you and in his mind says, "Tell Thimble not to be scared." He looks out and says, "I can still hear the falcons cry." The lever is pulled. In your mind, he says, "Tell her that I..." The rope goes taut. Snap. And what is to come after, we will discover in this first episode of Campaign 4 of Critical Role.
Thank you, Brennan, and welcome to Critical Role Campaign 4. You've shaken up a lot around here, and the top of the show announcements are no exception. But don't worry, you'll still be getting your weekly dose of deeply cerebral and well-rehearsed ad bits here at the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse.
Cut a ribbon.
And with that, let's bring out Sam Riegel for Campaign 4's first sponsor, Thorum.
现在是工商广告时间。
Sam? Where is he?
Folks, I'm really sorry about this. I'm so sorry. It's just, Sam won't come out of his dressing room.
Wait, are you serious? Really? Okay, come on.
I'm sorry, I just didn't know what to do.
Did you compliment his Emmys?
Both of them,
Okay, what about his teeth?
every day.
Did you let him know that Patty LaPone is in the building?
I tried everything, Marisha.
Okay, let me talk to him.
Hey, Sammy. Samuel, it's time to do announcements. You gotta come out, bud.
Go away! I don't wanna!
Buddy, you're holding up everything. We gotta get to crew lunch,
Just
okay?
do it without me! I don't care anymore!
But, okay, our sponsor tonight is Thorum, and they're great. You can do some sort of like,
我们可以
you know,
趁机聊
silly
点
rap
天。
about handcrafted
我们
wedding
趁他在
bands
工
made
商
out
时
of
间的时候聊点
meteorite
天。
or whiskey barrels or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
to
I
do.
could also rap about how Thorum ships every single ring for free, but you can't make me!
But that's a great idea. Okay, you know what? Stand back, Schmidt. Everybody stand back.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shit.
Okay, what the hell has gotten into you? Get. What's going on?
Marisha, I can't do this. Everything has changed. So much is different. There's a new world, a new GM. I've never even met Brennan before.
He was literally in your Wild Mount Wildlings campaign.
And there's a new game system.
We're still playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Why aren't we playing Daggerheart? That's kind of a weird business decision.
Let's-
And there's this cold open now before the best part of the show, my ads.
You still get to do the ads.
Oh, do I, Marisha?
Yes!
Do I?
Yes!
Do I get to sing and dance and be brilliant? All for, I don't know what, Thorum and their
现在是工商广告时间，我们关小声一点。
Yes.
Well, I won't do it.
Okay, look. I know that change is scary. Okay? But look.
等我一下哦。
Or this. Or this. Or this. I deserve to be on Broadway, Marisha. Out. Go have your little campaign 4. I'm busy in here being a goddamn.
泰迪说 ：“Is it now caption time？” 我好像听到英语，觉得自己说英文，不知道为什么。现在是聊天时间。
We know change can be. We know change can be scary, okay? But something that can last for forever is a Thorum ring. You know, whether you need a wedding ring, whether you need an anniversary ring, or you just want a really dope-ass ring that looks cool, Thorum's got you
而且
covered,
口
okay?
，incidentally， 我刚刚在看我们考试英语作文的一些模板，拿来学
And
习
use。code Critical Role to get 20% off. Matt, back to you.
Okay, well, our next sponsor is eBay. Experience the eBay Live Tour, bringing exclusive shows and collectibles to fans both in person and online, with the next stop at New York Comic Con. We're going to be there. Leading the weekend lineup is Jim Lee, the Chief Creative Officer at DC Comics, have a lot of his comics, joining eBay Live for an unforgettable fan experience. You'll also get access to legendary
可恶的
superhero
工商
designer
时
Chip
间
Single's personal
我刚
comic
刚
collection,
我
plus
刚刚
exclusive
正
variant
沉浸
comics
的
and appearances from top creators
或者说
like
fucking
Dan Hanson
eBay ad
and Ryan Ottley. Other highlights include Marvel coins, Transformers comics, Thrilljoy figures, and vintage Pokemon packs. You can catch live sketches, tutorials, and epic fan moments, and don't miss these once-in-a-lifetime finds. And if you can't make it in person, no problem. You can still join the fun by tuning into eBay Live from home. So head to ebay.com/eBay Live to see the full schedule and be part of the experience. And thanks to eBay for sponsoring this episode. Marisha.
以北已经好久没听到的词了，
Hello to
很
all
老。
watching this on Beacon right now, and remember that a Beacon membership is the best way to support all of us here at Critical Role and watch our content immediately with extra fantastic goodies. You get ad-free podcast versions of our shows piped directly into your favorite podcast app, moderated chat in Discord where we'll pop in to chat with you if you want, if we're available, exclusive fireside chats with our new cast coming up, and exclusive Critical Role cooldowns for each episode, where you get to see what we discuss immediately.
搭车下去拿点东西吃吧，我在想我要去吃什么。
This month only, we have a special code to join or rejoin for 1 month free with code Overture.
感觉好像自从中国公司被当当收购之后，就再也没听到了。
Overture and it will auto apply.
And Laura. Hey, we're partnering with Shopify New York.
Shopify， 这是 Shopify。
Pop-up shop. I know. Join us in New York City from October 3rd through the 5th, where you'll step through the doors of Nicodranis' famous lava chateau, the decked-in finery to honor the joyful, fabulous union of Jester Lavore and Forge Stone. Amazing experiences, limited edition merch, ooh, from us and our amazing licensing partners. Yeah. That's a candle. And look at this hoodie, this Save the Day for the Jester hoodie, and other things. There will be lots of other things. Don't miss it. Check it out at cribble.com/events and learn more.
2-3分钟能听到这么多广告的。
Sam is supposed to go next. Can we is he ready? Is he still in his dressing room? Can we just film him there?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
That'd be fine.
Oh, hi. Smiley day to you. And it's a smiley day to me too, because I wrote a book, and it's officially available wherever books are sold in both hardcover and ebook. In Smiley Day, your favorite robot therapist Fresh Cut Grass dispenses well-meaning advice to the members of Bell
Fresh Cut Grass.
and to himself. With FCG as your guide, you'll learn important gems of wisdom, such as truth is like engine oil. It might taste bitter, but you gotta drink it. Or do unto others as if you know what the word unto means. Smiley Day is illustrated by the incredibly talented Thornell Knight, and the cover is designed by Bones Leopard. Head to criticalrolebooks.com to learn more. And Smiley Day to you.
Thanks, Sam. Critical Role Champion die sets. We have them for Grog, Percy, and Ezek.
啊，骰子组
Look, I'll pass them around.
想要
They're so pretty. These are based on our level 20 designs, okay? And the dice are designed by Leia Rondo. The illustrations on the packaging is by Lisa Frick. It's Liz Art. And the packaging design overall is by Elena Harris. Thank you. Thank you to all 3 fabulous artists. And these are so beautiful.
These are cool.
Oh, and they come, look. They come with a bag, too.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Wait, what? Maybe I can get one too.
These are
I know,
yours.
I legitimately did.
I got a 12. Alrighty, and that concludes our first Campaign 4 announcements from the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse. Yeah! And with that, welcome to Ahriman.
Showtime. 好，回来了。
A neighborhood on the eastern edge of the city of Dolmakyar. The Rookery, so named for its many perches and aviaries.
这里也是一个开头，我们来听。
Of towers and sky bridges and quirky, connected little sort of conical shingled places. There's a lot of places where the patchwork shingling of towers reveals that even though this place is quite, vertical, that it is not a castle of lords and ladies, but it is a place instead for poets and performers, for actors and jesters and those that create song and music. The aviaries send magpies flying hither and yon throughout this place, and perhaps the only thing that would seem odd to a traveler would be the amount of rooftops that appear to have small collections of seats, all facing in the same direction, down towards the River Vrosh, where we see a stage gathered down in this neighborhood academy, this place where storytellers, singers, and bards of all kind have come to train for as long as anyone can remember. Up on top of the hill, there are a number of houses clustered, and I would like you to describe one such house, which is Hal's.
Yeah, nestled in, not at the very top, but near it, is a
这个模式在一般的团里很难用，
medium-sized,
我感觉
modest house. Hal is not a man of deep pockets or wealth.
他们玩过太多团了，所以他们做得到。
comfortably in this home with its view of
哦，很帅的兽人角色。
My theater.
我看到图片了。
At the foot of the hill.
很帅的大叔兽人。
Makes me happy just to walk through it on any given day. It is my home, it is my heart, it is my life's work. All started in these streets. And from my house on the hill, I can look out at most of the city and on a place where I spend most of my days. The house is, again, modest. It has lots of bedrooms. This house is meant for hosting and guests staying with us, both family and friends alike, passing through. There is a large greeting room on the first floor.
力量使命解释
having
等级3的吟游诗人
and
18的魅力
there is
a back room Fang
that is littered with paper and scrolls and walls of books, musical instruments perched on stands scattered about. There are songs in mid-composition.
他们角色数字都很美，我必须说。
Verse, half composed, on a number of different desks in here. Everything is a work in progress. My life is a work in progress.
My life is a work in progress. 啊，好会讲话。我的人生就是一个艺术品。
Moving through the home, you see with the outline of dried tears on her face is your young daughter, Shadia. You see Shadia.
好，女角，我要学一下怎么弄女角。
The task of getting your home ready for the Farav, which is essentially a wake. It is in Orcish custom in Kahad. Basically, the day of a death, or as soon as possible, you begin the grieving process, and part of that is putting the body in a state of viewing where loved ones can come and pay their respects. Shadia has not had to say goodbye to anybody, and you can see absent-mindedly is setting the table like for the many dinner parties and sort of large family dinners you have here. She's setting the table, and you know that table is where Thiazi is going to have to go.
I place my hand on her wrist and gently let the plate down on the table. Come. And I feel the way she does, but I just hug her and take a moment of quiet with her. I know.
他把更多的方法交给玩家，他把更多的叙事权利交给玩家在这里。
Lean on your family. Lean on your mother. Your sister. They'll be here soon.
Oh.
Crying's fine. Always. Hey. I love you. And he did too.
他在这里把
And that's what we'll
更多东西交给玩家。
I love you, Dad. I wish Alligar was here. I can't.
这边没有尾声。
Sent those birds to him, but he didn't. It just. I just wish. And you hear a knock at the door. The door opens up, and an older orcish gentleman, Olgood, shows up.
这么有仪式感吗？这个片场还有演绎，对，很认真的。
Olgood Akarat, your business partner, who enters the home and goes,
Come on in. All good. I know. I just pull him and I clap him hard on the back.
He claps you hard on the back. I thought at the...
You and me both.
Hey, Max.
2 weeks I have talked my way through the Royce. Home. And Aranessa...
Is she coming today? She has to.
欢迎一起来看 Critical Role.
Come a little sooner.
Oh, shit. I brought cranberry cream rolls and flowers.
Right. Shoddy, take that.
You see, Shai says, "Hi, Uncle Olgood." Not her uncle, but effectively as good as an uncle to her. She takes it, and he looks and goes,
People are going to be here soon. Maybe you could help us.
Yeah, I'll funnel people if anyone's... do we know how many of Fiazi's friends and
I think a considerable amount, yeah.
Yeah.
哇，要认识你的玩家真的很困难。你要知道你的玩家丢接的能力是什么，然后主动的程度是多少。
Hero to us, hero Falconer's Rebellion, hero, but you know he knew some. Well, I'll just keep an eye out.
My brother had irons in a lot of fires. Yes, he did.
He sure did. 2 more figures approach the house, and I would love if we could get Abria and Alex out here.
啊，新角色来了
Welcome, Abria and Alex!
Abria Irongard.
Creepy. For the audience at home, there's so many people so close to where I am right now.
We're being so quiet, actually.
Trying so hard.
We're doing so good.
Outside of the Fang home, 2 figures walk up the cobblestone street, heading up the hill. Abria, would you please describe your character for us?
Taisha is she's tall for
罗月要搭飞机。
6'4",
好啊，拜拜。
sort of desaturated green skin.
哦，这个角色长得跟 Irongard 本人好像。
Hair, it's beginning to show the signs of
头发蓬蓬的很长。
Her druidic connection means that
德鲁伊
the age of her is being lost in her face. She's already started slowing down, so she appears in her mid to late 30s. Her eyes, the scleras and pupils are black, but her irises are silver with like a ring of red, and on her hands, her fingers go red and black at the tip. She is Aloy, a family that means something in this city. And she wears those colors, blood and the soot and scale of smiths.
睿智20，
and she
魅力
swishes up
体
the
质
street
16
in fine clothes, but doesn't even seem to be aware of her presence as she speaks with her companion in hushed and panicked tones about what went wrong. Who was supposed to... we just need to figure out what happened. He was supposed to be there. It was supposed to.
I don't know.
Alex, who do we see speaking in this moment?
You see a
新角色
small young man about
年轻的小伙子，很帅
presence.
年轻人
He's about 5'11".
Tiny.
He is
看起来像医生
thin.
腰间挂了2罐炼金术士的
and
瓶子
light olive skin and bright green eyes.
腿边有个注射器
And wearing dark, noble clothing
贵族
that is clean but worn, and with an array of implements around his belt and a book strapped to his leg. And he is glassy-eyed. He is just staring and not blinking. And with him is a small, white and other colors fox.
还是狐狸
I don't know. That wasn't what was supposed to happen.
Obviously we need to speak with
等级3巫师
Thimble and
智力19
something. Are you okay?
有一只白色狐狸魔虫
I'm fine. I've never done anything like this before.
It's okay.
好年轻好帅哦，我喜欢 Octis
I'm gonna hazard to say that he heard conversation coming up the cobble streets and spotted them out the window. So by the time you arrive at the door, Hal is leaning against the frame, just smiling at you as you approach.
I think that's the moment where all of the planning and that like frustration
哇，以一场告别式当作开头
that can still feel purposeful
告别式丧礼
ends at your face. Because it looks so much like your brothers and like our sons and our daughters.
玩家发挥很强，完全不会抢戏。
myself in her.
他怎么做到的？
And just drink in the familiar scent. And I think it's subtle, but you can feel Hal's frame kind of shudder just a little bit. Before he finally...
She doesn't let you go right away. That first, like the moment she feels you kind of pull back when propriety says, like, this is enough for an embrace, she pulls you a little tighter. And I'm actually going to cast enrichment on this spot.
Awesome.
For the next year. Plants in a half-mile radius from exactly right here will be a little more fruitful and a little more green.
I place my hand on your cheek.
I'm sorry. We were supposed to... I don't know what happened. We were supposed to get him out of the city and...
Come on. Your daughter needs you.
Walking into a home which there is no corner of that is unfamiliar to you, though you haven't seen it in quite some time. You see your daughter Shadia, this beautiful young orcish woman who, you know, wears a sort of like a harlequin pattern to her breeches and is studying to be a performer like her father. Looks out and she goes, Jasmine. And as Jasmine grows along the outside of the windows, and she gives you an enormous hug. Hey, Mom.
Hi, baby. Are you okay?
Bad things are better when we're together.
Yeah. Oh God. Sorry. This is on me. Hi, this is Octis.
Welcome to my home. Octis, is it?
Yeah, Octis.
Hi, this is my daughter Shadia.
Hi, Shadia.
Hi, Octis. Nice to meet you. I'm Shadia. Are you helping with? Are you a member of the old path? And she sort of cocks an eyebrow.
Very much not. I just a friend.
Oh.
I also knew him.
I mean, everybody knew Uncle Thiazi, but you knew him like he was.
He helped me when I was a child.
He did that for me too. If you wanna, are you hungry? Do you want some food or drink? I can get something for
We
Dad.
have more cold meats than we know what to do with. Please, I hope you'll help us chip away at it.
Sure.
Who's this?
Oh, that's Pin, and the fox up onto my shoulder. The fox
那个狐狸叫 Pin，
mostly white, with one leg that is from a different fox, and eyes that are purple buttons.
Oh, you see that Shadi looks over at you and goes like, I don't know why I thought he was a member of the Old Path. He's not a member of the Old Path.
Definitely just like very low, like don't even, I'll tell you later, don't.
Pin, I think. And Pin disappears.
Oh, you didn't have to.
It's just, it's probably
Shadi
better.
goes, ah!
Sorry, she...
I'll go get you a cranberry cream roll. And she walks away.
Hey, that was pretty good. That was good.
哇，玩家好主动啊，在这个团里。
Great.
Take you by the elbow. Will you? Are you staying?
就是我感觉得出来，他们不是因为尴尬所以才继续讲话，就是他们是真的在演绎。他们就让那个游戏持续下去。
Supposed to be here. We should have been on the road out of town by now. Yeah, for a little bit, at least, if it's okay.
Is it okay? Yes. Your room's ready.
Thank you.
You hear the turning of wheels outside.
FM 龙说这就是梦想团屋。对啊，玩家好积极，可是不会积极的太夸张，就是很刚好，好想要这样。
From the driver's seat of a wagon. Luis, can we have you come in?
Luis， 新角色，新角色。最强 RB 就是他这个也不是很强烈，或者是很大的东西，但就是大概就是很顺，很滑顺。
Okay. Luis, Azune appears outside of the house with a wagon from.
FM 龙说，主动扮演是 TRPG 最棒的东西，对，很难得。
You see that two of your inquirers. This would be.
对 GM 来说简直很梦幻。什么都不用做，游戏就会往前走了。
Horace and Grotto open the doors at the back, revealing not a coffin, but
可以说他们就是在演出，而且知道整个团队的节奏如何进行。
carrying surface with a body and a white sheet draped around and over it.
I will make my way over to them.
来看一下角图哦，有伤痕的战士，脸上有伤痕的战士。
I can take it from here.
带着披风。
Of course, Lieutenant.
铠甲。
And I look at this.
板甲看起来。
The body of
轻板甲。
now
战锤，小战锤。
On this, and It's so formal.
FM 龙说到现在才遇过2团。
Wrong. And I'm gonna take him off of whatever this is. This.
我不太确定我有没有遇到过。
I'm gonna scoop him up and I'm gonna carry him inside myself.
You pick him up. This white funereal sheet provided by
圣骑士
the Candescent
术
Creed
士
from the House of Halefar
18力量
left on the cobblestones
18魅力
by the carriage, and you walk in. I think a moment from many years ago.
AC
in the Falconers
by the way,
Rebellion, where it was your head on his collarbone and him shouting "Medic!" moving throughout as spells fired overhead and arrows flew through the sky.
曾经的战友。
And you look down and see him. What do you see when you look down at Thiazi's face in this moment?
I'm transported to this memory, and I remember as he was carrying me, I looked up at his face and how young and strong he was. The fighter that led us with such a cause that I knew was worth dying for. And now I look down at this man who has met an end that I never thought I would live to see. And I try to almost superimpose the fighter, the strong leader, that face that I remember. I try to superimpose that right onto the face that I see. That's lifeless. His eyes are a little open and they're glassy, and I the lines on his face, they stand out to me. Almost a bit of the last expression that he had frozen on his face still. And I don't want Hal to see him like this, so I try to smooth it over.
我觉得我有点重燃热血，我好想要跑团跟带团，超想要。
Whatever fear or panic was left from the violence of that moment, the tips of your fingers brush away until some visage of repose is left on Thiazi's face. And you walk through the door and behold Thiazi's family here.
Taisha. Hal, I'm so sorry. Where should I put him?
Bring him inside. I'll guide Azune to off of. There's an alcove to this large area.
FM 龙说我带你跑啊，但我时间很死，我就知道你时间很死，很难约哦。
I don't know what the right word is. It's not a chaise, and there's no like backrest on it, but it is the length of.
上次有这样的团是几年前跑 COT 的时候了。
Oh, I wanted to say comforting, but there's no comfort for him.
哦，好想跑，好想跑，超想跑。
You can rest him. Rest him here.
I carefully carry Thiazi's body as instructed. Gently set him down.
Taisha is pacing back and forth, and it's that mixture of she knows everything in her training and her beliefs is about the repose and return of death, but she just wants to question you. She knows that you are one of the links in the chain, and the desire to figure out what went wrong is warring with trying to maintain the peace and serenity of this.
Taisha, you would know that there is some privacy in Hal's office upstairs as well. Like if there's a moment as people begin to arrive that you would want to move in that direction.
Simultaneously, I'm just looking at my brother and thinking of all the days that make up a life, and I can see him as a 10-year-old giving me shit and chasing each other around and wrestling in the back of our father's house. I can see him leaving as a young man. I can imagine entirely other life that he largely shielded me from with you on in very dangerous fields of battle, and with you, a whole thread of his life outside of my own. And then I look at the kids, our daughter, and I look at Octus, and I think
he's just staring at the body.
He's got his whole life. She's got her whole life ahead of them, full of days like the one that filled this man's life. And now he's gone.
Octus walks up next to you and is still laser focused on the body and kind of crouches down and sits next to it and looks and goes, Hi. It's been a long time. Sorry I didn't see you before I.
哦，所以是一个让大家慢慢出场的方式。
You look good.
听起来不错。
Doesn't look too bad on you, actually. You seem to be retaining your color. I don't know, I just thought I'd... Thanks.
You've studied many cadavers, but not one like this.
Yeah.
Shadia moves, puts a hand on her uncle's hand, and goes to prepare the table for the viewing. She starts to place candles on the table. There's some bottles of a sort of favorite liqueur that you kept here. Pretty much, it's a disgusting thing, but, you know, Thiazi liked it, so that's going up at the head. And there's a little dish of coins and some other things. I mean, so much of Thiazi's stuff is here. Thiazi's life got so dangerous towards the end that things that mattered to him that couldn't be picked up in a fast escape ended up living here. The tools of his trade had to stay with him, but a little chattering tin box with old orcish runestones in it from childhood, you know, they're not really magic, but neighborhood kids will say that stuff. That's still here. And a lifetime of adventure and mischief begins to gather on the table with space left when the time comes to move his body into this place of the beginning of this ritual. I think walking up as the hour draws near when people are expected to arrive, our first sort of guests of the funeral arrive. Travis, could we get you in here?
Travis! Travis 来了.
Travis is in this game.
This is so nice.
Back inside.
Where's your favorite? Wherever you like. Hell yeah.
That's cool. I don't feel weird about that. Yeah.
It's just because he wants to live.
更多客人。
Walking up a cobblestone street in a neighborhood of Dolmakyar called the Rookery is a friend that I think has never actually seen where old Thiazi Fang grew up. Two figures walk side by side. One of them, an older orcish woman who is broad-shouldered, tall, powerful, square jaw, beautiful tusks with filigreed runic rings of gold set into the middle of her tusks. She's got her hair up in kind of a gray and white messy bun. It's up on top of her head, and an enormous battle axe across her back. She is of such an advanced age that the muscles remaining on her body are clinging to pure spite at this point. It is the musculature of this ancient warrior is evidence of a willpower greater than the biological processes of those creatures of the world of Araman. She steps forward. By her side, her companion. Travis, would you describe your character for us?
Yeah, you see a very tall, very powerfully built lion man.
Oh, 诗人.
Dark silver fur. Coming down from his head onto his shoulders. He has a golden breastplate and adornments that would match his station as a vanguard marshal. purple vestments and a shield on his back as well, with a cape flowing behind him and his feet, of course, uncovered, as is custom for our kind. Powerful arms, a tattoo running up the upper left side of his arm, and you see braids coming down from his mane down onto his chest. He is moving alongside this orcish woman, but also scanning.
这太纳尼亚了，可是他是诗人，他是两脚站立的。
It's part of what he does.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
圣骑士17魅力16体质15力量15敏捷
That is
AC 18
19.
Oh.
First voice. Scanning the horizon. You look out, you see some magpies.
今天中晚的。
eponymous bird of the
欢迎你一起来看观赏派对。
You see some like off in the distance. You see
拜拜 JGH.
Couple of owls headed off in the direction of the western edge of the city. A few smaller doves here and there. There's kind of like an off-white, increasingly gray rock dove that's sort of native to the city. It's, but that no one tends to really keep. Those tend to just be living here of their own volition. And off in the distance, you see peeling high overhead on that 19, a falcon just kiting on a thermal. No flapping, just rising slowly and steadily up above. We move back.
哦，这些智慧量，听听这些智慧量。
You made it here just in time. Coming in through the pass from far to the east, the old fallen Obradimian Empire. Work with Loza concluding in a series of skirmishes that are merely pale echoes of earlier, greater causes. You arrived here basically with enough time to find out where the execution was happening, and got to at least be there for those last moments. What was Teor feeling at the back of the crowd as that moment unfolded and the rope snapped taut?
It was about trying to understand what had come to pass that led up to this moment. Arriving in time was one thing, but this man deserved more fanfare, more people next to him, just more. And as we arrived, and we noticed a mixed bag of reactions. There was certainly the celebration, the trumpets, all the sound and the show of celebration, justice being done. But the faces that we saw, if you looked closer,
were so greedy.
There was remorse, there was sadness, there was confusion. And that's where Teor feels. That's what he's feeling now. How did this man that has done so much for so many, far beyond himself, how did he meet an end like this?
Teor is a soldier and a mercenary, not a politician, no great judge or magistrate or lord, but you know plenty about conflict. You know a lot about war. There was a war happening. The gallows placed under the heroes of the revolution, under the guardian statues of the Shapers' War. There was a war between those trumpets, those decrees and pronouncements, and something that Thiazi could see in the hearts of those people in that crowd. and it was not lost on you either. What is lost on you is why. There are questions, and with each fall of the pads of your mighty paws, the questions rebound and rebound. What has happened in llwang? What has happened here in the city of the Revolutionary Council, of the Pariah Blades, of this history? What has happened here that it has come to this? And you arrive at a home, and Loza looks up at you and says,
好吧，现在角色太多，我开始记不起他们的名字了，跟我平常一样。
I can't believe that that crazy bastard grew up here in like a poet's house.
Are we to believe that this is this?
我喜欢 Brandon 他的 NPC 戏份没这么多，我觉得 NPC 的戏份确实可以不要那么多，让玩家尽量发挥。
Yeah, I've met Hal before. He's a good man. Hal fought as well. He didn't stay. He didn't become a mercenary, but he might have caught the tail end of the War of Axe and Vine.
His brother.
Yeah.
If I can hear speaking on the far side of the door in tones that are not immediate family, but still fundamentally like low and kind, the Jasmine growing up, like I will force it to bloom a little more and like give it scent off a little more. Welcome.
Walking into the home, Loza Blade, this ancient orcish woman, commander of the torn banner that once was, steps into the home.
Loza, welcome.
Hallandil. Big embrace.
Quite a day.
What a day indeed. I don't know if you'll remember, it's been many years, but this is Teor Pridesire.
I am Teor. My condolences.
Oh. I could take your hand. I appreciate that. You are a friend of my brother?
Yes, we served together in the Falconers' Rebellion. He was a good man.
I think so too. You'll have to come in. Here. I grab a bottle. Say, this tastes like piss, but my brother loved it and it gets the job done. Please have a drink with me.
That is very kind of you. Loza,
this tastes like piss.
Hey, if you're selling it like that, give me the piss
around
liquor.
The room.
You see that she takes it and goes, I think he suffered a tongue injury in the Falconers' Rebellion.
No, I've never understood it.
As we take a sip, I'll take the sip, but I also use it to like look over the edge of the cup just around the room, take in faces new or known.
As our eyes meet, I just go, oh. Just never having seen anyone like you before.
Just what's up, guys? Nope, you're doing great. You're in it now. Can you pour him like a half of one?
Sure.
I can do a whole one.
I'll go over. I'm sorry if my presence is. I'm Teor Pridesire. It is nice to meet you.
Octus, nice to meet you.
Octus and
Aisha.
Aisha.
It's fine.
Pleasure.
That's me. I'm just.
We'll call this one 3/4.
Compromise.
Give me a history check, Teor, and you can get the help action from Loza as she leans over. Call it a difficulty of 15.
Be so smart.
Oh, nope.
9.
Yeah, you see a young, this young kid looks like some sort of academic.
Takes a sip of this.
I'm just gonna very quickly just grab that.
You could tell him to nurse that.
That's cool.
perhaps.
It's definitely Malort in my mind.
It will go a long way.
So fine.
llwang is Chicago. This is Malort.
The pain's the point. It's horrible.
Fiazi, now that guests are arriving, moved within the circle of relics and belongings there. And you see Loza nods to you and says, I'll go pay my respects. And you see he goes up with a traditional sort of whispered, orcish, custom under the old path. She leans up, looks at you and goes, Taisha, it's been a long time.
How are you?
It's good to see
and using the excuse to put that down, because that is fucking terrible. Go and give her a big hug.
You go give her a big hug.
You look so old. How are you alive?
How am I alive?
Yeah.
Who would kill me? Not death itself.
Fair. Too mean.
She looks over and goes, thank you for the jasmine. And you see that she plucks just a little tiny strand of the white jasmine flower and goes and puts it behind Thiassi's ear and gets down on one knee. And you see she starts whispering something. She doesn't speak Druidic, but she knows enough, and you can understand in Druidic that what she's saying in this sort of like ancient orcish Druidic hybrid is basically like, the path to the next life, I hope, is set with flowers, and begins to sort of repeat these little whispered prayers.
I think that once you arrive, really only made the smallest amount of greeting and small talk, and have not said more when his guests arrive and fill in, and Hal's moving about like you do at Awake and making sure that people are eating and seeing if anyone needs anything, that I keep catching your eye.
所以跑团不用每时每刻都高潮迭起也是没有关系的。
With Hal, and have him in my periphery if I'm not directly looking at him.
I think it is probably very obvious.
我觉得这种近的场景是我需要努力的，是我比较不擅长的。
But then he just continues moving through the guests and refilling Malort.
And I watch you leave.
所以 GM 要放手让玩家多做一点。
And I stop in my tracks as I see someone from so many years ago that I spent some time fighting in the Falconers Rebellion with. And I wait to see if you recognize me, because I was so young and I've grown up.
You have. My question is, in that execution, could I see Azune anywhere on or near the stage when it was happening?
I'm going to say, after it happened, as you and Loza both, because you had gotten there towards the back of the crowd, I think as people started to leave, you stayed for a moment. Azune would have come out afterwards. In other words, the show of force was from, like, the questions that Taylor has right now is like, you saw House Taconis, House Halovar was there, House Halovar that's now going by the Candescent Creed, this new sort of like faith. There's a lot of things going on in the city that you're like, that was not here last time, that was not here last time, that was not here last time. You had heard that Azune had joined the Revolutionary Guard, but the show of force was
foreign almost.
Yeah, it was like the Sundered Houses did this execution and then tossed it over to the Revolutionary Guard to clean up. You saw Azune come out at the end. In other words, they were like, we were just here to kill this guy. We were not here to clean up the corpse. You guys do your thing.
We have spent too many years together, spilling blood in the same mud for us not to recognize each other immediately.
Yeah.
I will gauge Azune's expression and see if it is one of interest and welcome.
I look at you, and I feel like I'm sort of scanning you as well.
Can I insight check these boys insight checking each other?
You both kind of see if like, the shoulders both kind of.
Yes.
我可以察言观色，他们在彼此察言观色吗？
I'll give a nod.
Give me insight.
我要察觉你的察觉，我要识破你的识破。
Jesus, it's under the spider.
Why do you have a spider?
Don't worry about it. 17. 16.
17. I think that passes Taylor. What's your deception score? I think it passes your passive deception, and you're not trying to be deceptive right now.
Nope, I'm not.
Taylor has a similar vibe that you have right now. You clock a vibe from Taylor similar to your vibe, which is, why did bad things happen?
I think that's the turning point. She wanted to like pull you away to speak to you. If you are already like moving in the same way, I think the sort of which side of the fence she will fall on resolves itself, and she'll leave you two to it. And I'm gonna go stand behind Loza and like sort of hands on her shoulders, begin like matching her cadence and harmonizing with her druidic and take over these rites and step away from the like family and people of this and do what I was made and called to do.
You speak words of comfort and purpose that flow from the very heart of this world.
如何形容德鲁伊？
Loza, hearing a druid of the old path speak this, is able to break into just speaking Orcish again. And she just looks out, surrounded by your spiritual embrace of this moment, and go, you married a noble woman. Commoner kid from Dolmakyar, grew up on the other side of the river from my family, and you married a noble just from, I don't know, whatever moxie you had. Cut of your jib must have been pretty impressive. And 2 years after you married her, you joined a rebellion against her house. You were the craziest bastard I ever met.
Fully crack up mid-chat.
She takes in this like, you see her hand is like all knuckle and just goes, and she takes the Ozzy's hand and goes like, when we said goodbye, I knew it wasn't forever. And it still won't be.
哦，这个时刻。
Whatever I am in my next life,
鸡皮疙瘩。
I hope I'm lucky enough to find you again. And she kisses the hand. Taylor and
搭配这个音乐，他是怎么做到的？明明是刚出场的角色。
Yeah, I'll cross to Azune, and
as soon as you start to cross, I meet you.
I'll extend my hand, and we clasp forearms. A la Beastmaster.
Yes.
The shake of the soldiers.
That's right. I keep the grip for a moment, and I give you a tug. It's been a long time.
It is good to see you.
看得出来跑团要非常专心。
Thank you. You have gotten taller and.
要很认真听别人在做什么，然后轮到你的时候，你又要可以反应出来，感觉很耗神。
I'm sorry to be meeting under these circumstances. I'm sure it will come to no surprise to you that I have many questions.
I do as well.
At this moment, a carriage arrives outside. Sam and Whitney, can I get you guys in at the table?
Sam!
I don't. Yeah.
It's up to them. It's up to them.
Well, no, they probably want to be together.
Yeah?
Scoochie.
Okay. You can figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Don't fuck.
You do a little Scoochie.
Okay.
Do a little Scooch.
Move your diamond spider.
She's cute. Don't worry about that.
Move. Okay. Yes, I said.
I got so much shit.
Grip and tug.
God, that seat's so warm for you. It's so warm for you, baby.
You got too much fucking shit on me.
Yes, I said. Is that the greeting? Sure.
Sam Regal.
Sam and Whitney. Welcome, welcome. As your characters arrive here, question for you, Sam.
Question for you. 我要记得这一招。
Arriving in a carriage with the emblem of his house on it, or not?
Of course, yeah. Yes.
Of course. Arriving
好多
here
贵
to
族
the
角色。
funeral, all of you see a carriage
这样怎么进行
moving
冒
along the
险？
street and turn to see the symbol of the Candescent Creed.
Shit.
a beautiful point of light hovering above a pillar stylized to look almost like the pillar of the sun, or perhaps simply a humble candle, depending on the size of the emblem, for the light surrounds us all. Within that carriage, being driven by a carriage driver and a guard placed sort of beside them to the right of the driver, but in the carriage there are only 2 figures. And I would like for Sam, for you to describe your character for us.
Well,
Sam 的角色是什么呢？
Sitting in the back of the carriage is a tall man, 5'11".
Impossibly wild. Tallness is in the mind.
He's a very beautiful young man, maybe 28 or 30 years old.
看起来像牧师。
Sort of light teal and white hair,
感觉有点
with teal and white robes.
哀伤的气息。
I think the most distinguishing characteristic about him would be the pearlescent, shimmering face markings that he has, tattoos all over about half of his face. They seem to shimmer with the light that they make on their own. He is clutching very hard and sort of
贵族角色看来是要在宴会里面勾心斗角，
with the symbol
不
of
知
the
道
Candescent Creed
刚
on
开始
the
看
top of it. And he's got a lot of sweat on his upper brow right now, sort of rocking back and forth. I mean, I've just never seen a real dead body like that before. And
15体质，15敏捷。
hanging there, all sort of the color drained out of him, and it was very I'm going to need a drink as soon as we get there.
难得看 Sam 玩认真的角色。
Describe to whom this gentleman is speaking.
Yeah. Okay. People tend to smell her before they see her.
Oh shit.
Think of like a warm chocolate chip cookie laced with a little bit of sulfur. It's animalic, it's musky, a bit acrid, but with like a creamy sweetness that doesn't make it so unpleasant. It's interesting and it sticks around. She's beautiful, of course. She's got bubblegum colored skin, white hair, blunt bangs that are sort of haphazardly tucked behind a veil, a bunch sticking out. She's got yellow goat's eyes, soft goat's ears, and she's got a silver arrow piercing through one of them, and of course a forked tongue. Hooves put her at around like 5'3", not including the horns jutting out. Her tail peeks out of just an abomination of ruffles that mark her as an aspirant to the Candescent Creed of the House of llwang.
小尖的尾巴，
Hi, I'm
穿着
Demon, and my name is Tiffany.
是恶魔哎。
And I really am sorry
不是提弗林，
that
是
when
恶
they
魔。
killed that guy, I said, "Can I eat that?" It's just a
Tyranny
little
暴
demon
政
right?
，20魅力，18体质。
Several people heard
气术师
it was inappropriate, and in the presence of royalty and nobles and nobility and
just go here. I'm new. You want me to get you a drink?
Do you
The
have
plants over here, that, and the jasmine, like if you're looking towards the door, the jasmine grows in and blocks your path.
Oh, driver?
Yes, my lord.
Is something wrong?
Yes, my
you stopped
lord.
just shy of the house.
The house will, I believe there might be, the plants seem to have a mind of their own.
All right, we'll just hoof it.
You see, as you emerge,
他是说坎比翁还是真正的魔鬼？他说他是个 devil。
holding a beautiful.
可是这个世界的恶魔，我不知道他是怎么设定的。
Scimitar in a leather scabbard, with some hooks and chains to be affixed to a sword belt. This is the weapon of Thiazi Fang, and I think Wikander llwang, you look down and see the last sort of effect of Thiazi here. You see the driver says, "My lord, do you require escort or security? You're entering the funeral of the man that was just put to death."
Are people gonna be so mad at you?
Shh. I mean, maybe. I hadn't thought that through. I need to deliver this to Hal.
我看 Sam 玩认真的角色好奇怪。
You know what? No, I do not require security. I'll be just fine. I am, my family is beloved, in this.
The vines grow thorns.
My family's name shall protect me, and the holy light of the universe shall protect me.
Of course. You are ordained by the light. A magpie starts attacking the driver. Devil bird!
Help him!
Bird of devils!
All right.
Help him!
All right. Hey, guy, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Otto.
So what?
What's that?
I don't know. I thought I'd talk him through it.
Are you trying to give me notes on how I'm fighting this magpie?
I throw the scimitar at the magpie.
You roll the scimitar. Give me an attack roll. First attack roll of the campaign.
耶，第一个攻击骰。
And not in the dice
17.
17.
哇，他们骰得好高哦，今天。
You hurl this scimitar and just pin this magpie to the side of a neighboring building.
Punch your ass.
No! You've got blood all over this holy relic. I'm going to go over and gingerly sort of pry the scimitar out of the dead bird's body.
You go.
Max 说：“我觉得Sam玩认真的角色又很好笑，对，我没有办法想象他不好笑的样子，我没办法想象他不好笑的样子。”
May the beam reach you. This is hail of our business. I'll be.
Are you here about the beam?
No.
There's some water damage.
No, all is in the light.
No, the beam's not in the light. It's inside.
Have a good day. I need this scimitar that's in your house right
whatever
now.
day I please, you stranger. And she closes the shutter.
May the light reach you.
You see, as you pull the sword out, look at it, covered in magpie blood. This dead bird collapses to the ground. Today didn't start this way, and we move back quickly through time to the noble's box.
Move back quickly through time.
At the execution.
稍微往前一
Tyranny
点。
by your side, looking out. How were you feeling in the moments prior to Thiazi walking out on that gallows stage?
I was a bit nervous in general. Obviously, at any execution, everyone's going to be a bit nervous, not knowing what's going to happen. But I was feeling pretty confident, especially when I saw my grandmother take the stage and start her speech and mention how the light sees all and forgives all. I remember in Embers verse 17, it says that the light sees all, and in us exists filament and forgiveness. And that is what my grandmother has just sort of said. That means that even though this gentleman has committed a significant crime, it will be forgiven, and she's going to commute his sentence to life instead.
Yeah,
Watch.
it's just crazy because it's like he's already up there, and so why would they like?
I think it's for the
go,
spectacle,
you think
the drama.
She's going to be like, just kidding.
Well, I spoke, not directly with her, but I spoke with my parents, and I made a plea for forgiveness and...
The Photarch approaches you in the noble's box.
Oh, grandmother.
You see, she looks and says, Wakanda, how's it going, love? You doing all right?
Oh,
哦，
yes,
好多口音。
I'm doing quite well.
Is doing all right?
We're all on the edge of our seats to see how this will go.
I spoke to Goddard. He mentioned that that you'd been sort of.
Yes, I had made a request to
而且
save
像
this
Brandon
man's
怎么做到的？
soul for obviously any soul can find the light. Take Tyranny here, for instance. Once from the shadows, now finding the light.
Little tyranny. Oh, you see, she pinches your cheek. Oh, lovely. You look over and see your father and mother. Your father, this enormous, powerful man who also has like white hair, sort of white beard, long ponytail with a white ribbon tied around it. You see that his back, he's sort of like there's something as large and powerful as he is. He has some kind of like almost like a spinal curvature. So his back gets really big behind him, and the only piece of black on him is a black blindfold that he wears in perpetuity. He steps out. You see, next to him, Tyranny. You see one of your
siblings, the aspirant enmity. Turns over. This is sort of a deep speckled red and black. You see there's almost like lava congealing into stone, but wearing a sort of white candescent, almost like priestly garb. Unlike your horns that sort of go straight up, these like sort of curl ram-like around. You see Enmity turns over to you and says, Sister, do you attend to your ward?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I mean, what? He's right here. Ask him.
You are so immediately hostile.
It's really good to see you.
Tyranny has been making leaps and bounds in her progress, I'm pleased to say. She has only dimmed a few times this week. She cursed a few times.
Yeah, I'm so fucking bright.
说了几次脏话。
You see, Enmity looks over and says, To use profane language when we, cursed of demon kind, have been saved by the light.
Oh my god. 恶魔血缘，但是他的哥哥或是伴是一个牧师。
I also just got here and I'm doing great.
Where's your guy? All right, like go.
He's right behind me.
You see gestures. It's also not a contest. Everyone at their own pace.
恶魔姐妹跟着教会神职。
Sorry, yelling Tim's.
对啊，
You see,
跟着一个牧师。
And you see the
your spark right.
You see your grandmother sort of.
然后这个牧师感觉比较弱气一点。
Demon's a big mistake. No. They are a testament to the power of the light. No more cursing, lovey.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, mommy.
Grandmommy.
Sorry.
And you see, she turns to you and says, I heard you mentioned that this man's brother is a sort of beloved figure. Is this the lad that we just gave the theatre to, the big one?
Yes, it is. Hal, he's opening a theatre. He is beloved by all, and it is a fine way to carry our message to the masses. If he were to perform a play at his theatre that talked about the Candescent Creed in a good light, it could tell our message to a new audience.
You are doing so well here, little Wiki. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And the city, this is the exact kind of.
哦 ，Sam 演的还是很好诶，一个比较紧张、比较紧张、比较紧绷、有焦虑的角色。
But we haven't cracked the nut of the creed really spreading. This
超爱
is the
Sam
seed of
Rigo。
revolution after all. But
well, if you put your faith in me, I'm sure I can get the job done.
You have my utmost faith, my grandson. You are the future of the House of llwang. He's got to die.
I'm sorry?
He's dying. No. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what?
She turns out as the...
No, but that's not what we discussed.
Your father, her son, puts a massive hand on your shoulder, and his voice kind of reverberates in your chest. I'm sorry, my son. It must be so. There are important lessons you will learn in the nights and days to come. And you see that he turns out, as your grandmother gets up, hearing the sort of herald speak, and you see she goes, fucking robes, dress, gets up and goes, and begins to speak as a cantrip sort of projects her voice and goes, people of Dol Makyar. And her voice completely changes. You are outside the home of Hal Fang.
I remember when she called you Wiki? Can I call you that?
You may not call me Wiki. The proper term is your radiance, or bearer of the filament. Wickander, Wick. I prefer Wick, I think.
No, we'll do your radiance.
That is the proper terminology.
Your
yes.
radiance.
I gently wipe the blade on my hand, but now I've got blood on my hand, and... Do you mind?
Oh, it's going poorly out there.
Thank you.
I'm in here praying, and I can see through the plants, and I want to kill them.
I'm just here.
Outside the house.
Yeah, we're about to go in.
You're really sweaty, guy.
Do you mind?
Oh my god.
What?
Okay. I take my robe and Alright, I shouldn't have. I saw that coming. You want a drink? What kind of drink do you want?
I'm just not feeling well. Seeing a dead body was just more than I thought I would do today. Can you knock for us?
Yeah, I knock.
As you knock, Hal, inside the house, you look up here, knock at the door. There is a cold iron nail over the door. One of the original nails crafted
奇怪，
by
他
the Loy family.
他这个剧情蛮近的，但是我不知道为什么，我就是会想继续看下去。
It's a bohemian lifestyle here in Dolmakyar. Not a lot of people tie in the knot. You see that you look up and
他的风格很近，
nail
通常我应该会看不太下去。
to burn hot with a knock at the door. And smoke.
Could someone get? I'm sorry, I'm holding a tray with more of this liqueur on it. Could someone get the? Get the door for me, please.
God, okay, I'll get it.
You see that your friend Olgood takes a shot of it and goes, Yargraz, why did he drink this?
Okay, I got this. Opens the door.
There's a demon in front of you.
Hi.
Hi.
Special delivery.
Of what?
Me and him.
Okay.
Hello.
凤说风格很近 ，Hello 凤，欢迎。
You're quite short, aren't you?
Wikander sees Hal across the room holding this tray with bottles on it, and just sort of like eyes up, gaze.
就是他这个开头是静的，没有战斗，然后
And I just make my way back towards the kitchen.
没有什么搞笑的笑点，其实
Do you immediately recognize me as a
这是一个很认真的开场。通常我应该会很懒得看，就是我应该会很不耐烦。
Seen in quite some time.
No. Hello. Come in, I guess.
Where's the refreshments?
对，安静的静。
Over here next to the druid chanting.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get you your drink. All right. Yeah, I'll be right back.
那是因为这是一场丧礼。
Clomp.
You clomp over there.
这是一场追思会。
He's got kind of like silver at the
这是一场
temples
悼
and a
念。
little bit darker on top. He looks over. He has a bottle of a thing that says Yargraz in Orcish on it. And goes, it's bad, but I gotta wash down those cranberry rolls.
Yeah, can I have some of that, please?
Oh.
Hi. Yeah, please. I'll have some of that.
He hands it over to you and says, "Hello, I'm Olgood.
Olgood. I'm Tyranny. Nice to meet you."
现在就是在追思会上，然后每个角色依序来到追思会的房子，然后相遇跟认识角色。
Yeah, have the bottle by all means.
Thank you. I'll bring it back. I think that I know your theater company, but we'll talk later, I'm sure. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Oh, that's very kind. You're very. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
If you ever are looking to get into theater, you'd be a great ingenue.
那个时候我觉得每个人角色都很让人好奇他们的故事，互动也很有
Love
趣。
me. It's so cool. All right, I take this bottle, and I'm.
我也不知道哎，他们就是静的，但是
You just knock it back
有一
yourself?
种
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
18 plus 4.
You put the whole thing away. You see, Olga goes, "Amazing! You shouldn't be able to survive that."
Fuck, I forgot I'm supposed to get some for my friend. Do you have any more?
Of this stuff?
Yeah, or just any like do you have any like really gross stuff? Because that was good.
That was the really gross stuff.
Okay, do you have any potions?
Potions?
What is happening?
No, not at all.
Can I make like a suicide? With like a bunch.
Oh,
like,
yes.
You know.
I know. You want to go in the kitchen and make your own
就是
drink?
是一个追思会，但是气氛是我不知道，我喜欢这个气氛，就是 很像是一个
We're pals, right?
很像是一个小小的，就是安静，然后大家聚在一起的场合，很适合开场，我蛮喜欢的。
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that.
我可以想象一个很凉凉的清晨。
I feel it. I mean, I feel something. I'm feeling.
然后客人一个一个到场，我觉得气氛不错。
I don't know.
You drank 3/4 of a bottle of Yargrass in less than 10 seconds. It's the most frightening thing I've ever seen.
That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
I lean over to Zune and I go, I'm going to need you to explain who these people are.
I unfortunately don't know who, at least those two that have recently come in. I don't know them well.
Understood.
I think at this moment, Wick, you enter Tyranny. You go to the kitchen with Allgood to make a suicide. With a, you go back in. You see that there's a young orcish girl in there who's like, "This is my home."
Hi.
Hi.
We're out of refreshments. I'm so sorry to bother you. Can we make a little cocktail here?
Yes, there should be
就是
bottles.
他这个战役我比较 bug 到的点就是他的角色比较多，所以我不太确定我能不能记住那么多角色。
I'm not really sure. I've never been to a funeral before. I'm not really sure it's appropriate, but
You see,
I just.
Allgood is going to make an insight check. Are you trying to be honest in this moment?
Oh, yeah. Always.
See, Allgood goes and suddenly realizes that you're like brand new in the realm, you know, and he looks over and goes like, "Oh, you never been to a funeral before?"
Mm-mm.
Oh,
this one's lit.
He looks around and goes, essentially. Well, let me see if I can give you. Do you want a little guide list of some pointers of what to do?
Absolutely.
Great. So this is because this funeral is in someone's home. We're not going to raid their kitchen. But what we can do is see what they've put out and mix that.
I don't want to do
他也
that.
在野外出现
Well,
了
and，here's
哪个野外？
something
你在
funny that
山
I'm
上
learning
吗？
about you. Something we do here in the realm of mortals is sometimes do things that we don't want.
Why?
And sometimes, and actually maybe even more critical, not do things we do want.
That's weird. I'm gonna start grabbing things from the shelves.
The moment I hear that, I'm double tapping, trading off with the orc, and I'm peeking around the corner. Hi, can I help you?
Hi, yeah.
You were looking for alcohol.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Okay.
Thanks.
You see,
所以我觉得我可以从这里学到的是，开场可以是静的，静的也可以是很棒的开场。
Don't go back in that kitchen.
不要让大家太累或者是好
I
事。
don't know. I just need.
不要一开始就拉到最高能量。
My friend wanted a drink, and I told him I'd get him something, but he didn't specify what. So whatever weird, honestly, like the grosser the better. I don't really like this guy.
就一直骑到河边再找路回去。
Wiccander,
好，慢慢来吧
right behind
，Enjoy。
Tyranny, holding Thiazi's sword as she says that. We're going to cut over to Azune and Teor as you guys have your sort of private interaction. I don't know if Octus would be around for that or
I think
not.
I'm
Yeah.
所以现在比较像日常
Taisha leaving the
日
room.
常
I'm
番的感觉。
just standing there,
Yeah.
not really knowing what to do with myself, just kind of fidgeting.
And Wick, you absolutely see this kid. He's not he's not in your circles. You haven't seen him in years, probably. Last time you saw him, he was a kid, but he is like, I don't know, like umpteenth
现在就是
in line for
葬礼
the
上的
seat
互
of
动
House
那种
Draconis.
感觉。
Absolutely.
宾客互动的
Azune and
环
Teor,
节
you guys, get a
这个
little
环节
ways
不错
away.
可以让我们认识角色，但角
As
色
we
太
started
多了。
kind of coming together and
14个人
this
如果总共加起来的
this,
话
you know, entered into the space. The first thing that pulls my attention away from Teor is Hal storming away.
Yeah.
And I'm taking in everything that's happening here that's within earshot, but you see Teor that my attention keeps going back towards where Hal left. And then it comes back to you. It's good to see you, old friend.
凤说能够查翻得起来，也要看玩家。有些玩家就是会默默的在角落观察别人。对，我觉得我最喜欢的是剧院不用这边的剧院 Brandon 他没有一直在主动的带着剧情，就是玩家是带着剧情走的，他们是相辅相成的。Brandon 有留给玩家空间，然后玩家在那个空间也发挥出来了，也表现出来了，也扮演出来了。
To be fair, this place has changed much since last time I was here.
或许我该学着教给玩家，我觉得我该多教一点给玩家。
The people or that man that just came in.
我不能指望每个人每个时刻都要很嗨，都要很投入。你交给玩家带着节奏走。
Noble houses, and that noble house has been shifting their beliefs over the last few years.
Their beliefs.
切断的点很重要，就是什么时候要切断玩家的讲话，让剧情推进。听他们表现就觉得很顺，我不知道怎么做到的。
And if these shifting beliefs, or the people behind them, need to answer.
什么时候该沉默，什么时候该讲话，都是个艺术。对 GM 来说。
Many years.
What have you been up to since I saw you last, Teo? Have you stayed out there? Fighting?
No,
应该是他们一起玩了快10年的默契，可他们有新玩家，他们有新玩家这次
been helping others from the Torn Manor. We take up contracts here and there, help where we can, but it's been hard finding one place to be. I often wondered about you, about my brother Sid, and what this city had to offer, and we thought it would be a good time to return, and we found it. Disappointment when we heard of Thiazi's news.
There are a great number of us here that don't believe what happened to him was just or right, and that there should be someone to answer for it. But that's a conversation for another time, perhaps. Not here.
I'll say this too, Azune, as Teor mentions his younger brother, Tal Sidamir, Sid.
音乐很棒，我也必须说。
Sid is.
音乐让我觉得我在一个很广大的草原、很广阔的世界上的一个小地方。
Have you seen your brother?
I have not. We traveled as fast as we could to make it in time, and I was hoping to see him in the crowd, but I haven't. Have you?
No. I will find you later tonight. And I start going across the room. I look again towards where Hal went, and I stop myself because I'm going straight to Taisha.
Taisha at this point is taking like the bottle at Thiazi's head and is going to pour off a shot, and then Druidcraft like rotten egg and skunk on the lip of
他们真的很厉害，每次都会在看完有种哇，我也想带跑这样的团，我也想要。每次带完我都会很热，看完都会很热血。我也想要。他们甚至还有光影变化，对，他们的整个光影会变化，还要变颜色。凤说，但现实就是，凤不要难过。
Okay, one more. Thank you.
Pass it down.
Okay. Hey, I got you your drink. Sorry, it took me a little while. I'm making so many friends.
Thank you.
凤不要难过，我们上次带的团也很哦，他真的吐水了。Sam 真的吐水出来。
What? It's called the Oops, we did it.
Oh no.
Sam 说很难喝，然后直接把水吐出来。他刚刚是真的吐水。
Not in here. You spit alcohol at the honored dead.
I'm not allowed to drink alcohol. Any impurity dims the spark, and I am not allowed to touch it to my lips.
You asked for a drink.
Not that. Something to settle my stomach. Something calmer. Water. Lemonade. Pink lemonade.
You see, Shadia walks up and has a small, sort of like.
凤不用担心，我们的团跑得很不错啊。我们之前那个细烧团啊，然后那个 Dagger Heart 团啊。
Chipped off of an ice block off in the corner of the kitchen. You see that she passes it to you and says, "Here, this is a sort of flower brew. It's but there's no alcohol in it."
Thank you.
How did you know my uncle?
他们这种团真的很梦幻耶。
I can't say that I knew him very well. But his esteem was known to all of us, and he was well respected.
She looks and sees her uncle's sword in your hand and says, having seen her father storm off, she says, "Let me bring you to my dad." And you see that she walks across the room, off in the back where Hal has gone to.
I think she follows and trails up to that room at the back of the house on the second floor that is full of writing and music.
She leads you into a room with a desk. On that desk, you see a deed of title, granted by the Revolutionary Council, signed off by various and sundry lords and potentates of the city,
无断点耶，太夸张了。
deeding the dithyram of
Brennan, come on,
ancient and
太夸张了。他们的丢接是无断点的，一直持续，一直持续。 So smooth， 顺顺的走下去，不会累，不会太有张力，但就是顺。
If you're going to be given this public space to do with as you will as a theater troupe, then you know you're responsible. You got to keep any arcane magical hijinks under wraps.
Liable and on the hook for it.
Liable and on the hook.
You see the dithygram Osgra?
The dithyram of Osgra. Dithyram's a real word. Osgra's made up. Osgra's made up.
We all knew which one.
We all knew which one. On your desk, Shadia walks in and says, "Dad, this
Wick,
not Lord something?
Light Priest Wikander Halavar."
Hello, Wikander. Why don't you take a seat, Shadi? Thank you.
FM 龙说，因为玩家会把一个很具体的球丢给 DM， 这个球会让 DM 很好去思考和接续。对，很厉害。
Thanks for whatever you tried. And she closes the door.
很羡慕。
When you turn back towards Hal, he is got a bottle of the Malort and he's just like knocking it back and plants it down.
Don't drink that. It's very. Oh, it's bad.
On the deed that's on the desk. And walks up to the chair that you're now sitting in and rests his hands on the armrests that you're sitting between. Well,
you know, the candescence is asymmetric and mysterious, and illumination finds us in uneven
we talked about this. You told me.
放松的心情，我觉得这也很重要。
You told me it was taken care of.
I don't know what happened.
因为必须要持续，就是你的扮演要持续，你必须是放松的，然后不是紧绷的，不然你会没办法持续太久。
I spoke with my family. I had it on their full assurance that he would be spared. It is not our way to ruthlessly punish people for nothing crimes against a house that we don't even care about. The Takonis house is whatever. They can
help me understand. Why, Wikander? Why?
Hal,
if they didn't care, if your family didn't need him, want him, care about him, if it meant nothing.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know who to ask. I could have sworn that he would be spared because that would be a great boon for our family's name across the city. Thiazi had so many fans. He was well respected by so many people, and we could have used this as outreach. You know, commuting his sentence or something shows. You know, I don't know what went wrong, and I feel like everyone down there hates me now.
I'll give him a quick insight check just to make sure he's not bullshitting me.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Wake up, screen.
Wake up! Wake up!
It is low. It is just an 8.
I think on that 8 insight, you're left not having clarity.
I can tell you this. It is against my faith to lie and deceive. And I respect you as a person, as a teacher, and as a performer. And I would never do anything to deceive you in any way. And
it's fine.
It's not fine. He was killed.
were a failsafe, Wick. A lot of things fell through today.
I'm so sorry about your brother. Loss is unknowable, but in my faith, when a soul passes on, we believe that that light rejoins the incandescence of the universe, and with every death, in a way, the universe grows brighter. So, may that give you some comfort.
That is a nice notion.
May that give you some comfort.
I grab 2 glasses and I fill them with the liqueur and I plant one in his hand.
他们怎么做到都不会觉得尴尬或者是停止的。
Alcoholic?
His favorite.
他们很相信彼此，我猜。艾米露，恭喜下班。
We move back downstairs. Azune, Taisha, and
我觉得玩家是熟的，然后他们是相信彼此的扮演的也很重要。
I just want to check if I'm dead.
Oh my God. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
God. It's under the spider, and that's an 8.
That is an 8.
Yeah.
You are not doing great.
So tell me, what is your deal? What's your whole entire story? What's your story?
Oh God.
I love you.
I love you too.
麋鹿说：“我觉得会不会是他们已经很有经验的部分原因了，已经放开了？我觉得也是，这是滚雪球的，有经验会让你扮演的更好，扮演的更好会让你更有经验，你可以更多玩下去。”风说：“我也忍不想讲一些干话。”他们也会讲干话，我觉得没有关系，干话不影响那个节奏跟扮演。
But I felt like calling because his art was so beautiful. I like fell in love with the world, so I became a druid and I abandoned our kids. And I have to get back to doing the rites really quick.
Okay, thank you for telling me all of that.
Yeah, do you want to stay here for this part?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to do the rites and just black out holding a demon's ear.
Incredible. You continue doing the rites, touching the softest demon's ear you've ever touched.
Can I go home?
Truly. Oh, what's that?
Can I go home?
You want to go home?
I want to leave.
Okay, you guys are just doing the rites. You guys can walk away from the table as you guys are doing the rites.
Consciousness leaves, but she remains and continues to pray. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are you taking me with you?
No.
Okay.
You stay here. You're still a part of it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, bye.
This is bad.
I feel like I arrived right in time to witness this.
我只说进到演出状态后就会有种上升的状态，当下相信这个情境存在，因此扮演中不会觉得尴尬或出戏。原来是这样，如果我觉得尴尬或出戏，就表示我不够上升，表示我没有沉进去。
And I see her in this moment, and I go to you, Octus. A word with you, please.
Absolutely, please help me.
I don't think anything can help what's about to happen there. It seems to be going further and further and further down the path that it is inevitably gonna get to.
Yeah, okay. Let's just leave that for now. What?
Pull you to the side, into a corner, and completely in your mind, I am sending you a message. We need to come together and figure out what went wrong with our plan.
Right.
But clearly Taisha is...
I'm sorry, I think it's just Taisha.
Taisha is not in a state to be a part of reconciling this.
No.
I'm at a loss.
As am I. And now it's even more complicated with llwang
有一部分原因应该也是这些玩家职业都跟表演有关，也是你说的对。
It's my understanding that Thimble is
Matthew Mercer Effect， 我不能期待每个团都长这样子。我不能期待每个团都长这样子。很想要是真的。感觉有点像 LARP 需要融入角色，对他们是相似的。
Did her part.
I mean, obviously, never showed up for us, so never got our part of the plan. Never had happened.
That part is out of my hands.
I know. I'm not blaming you.
Of course, I just don't know. I don't know where it went off.
I don't know how any of this works.
Do you see that man? And I'll point out Teor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, I think everybody was aware of your reaction to him when
I'm sorry, it's just surprising.
His brother is who was supposed to be helping us. Yeah. And he hasn't seen him.
Okay, and you haven't seen him.
Octus, I'll say, for as
Octus,
you both know which of Thiazi's secret
讲话要慢一点也是一个点。
that Thimble was working on the glyph, working on the thing hidden in his.
嗨，猫伦 ，Hello。 讲话要慢一点也是一点。
You guys are in the Rookery, and this would be like 2 neighborhoods south. It would be in the Tanners, which is like a grimy working class neighborhood at the far south of Dolmakyar.
It's not far from here. We can go see if she's there.
cheese bacon. Hello, cheese bacon.
I need one moment.
Okay.
袜子造型的培根。
And I'm gonna.
Hello， 袜子造型的培根。Hello， 欢迎来到 Critical Role， 我们在同步视听。
I'll say if you two are getting ready to head out,
很不错的开头，它不是精彩，它是滑顺的开头，不大不雄伟。
Yes,
也没有史诗感， 但是
the two things that I would want to
就很滑顺。
is I would want to find Hal and just let him know that I'm going out for some air, and then I would beeline to Taylor. Do you want some answers?
培根说：“第一次来，请问这边是会留直播记录档吗？只有想听自己的，会留记录档，会留记录档，都会留在 YouTube 上面。”
And as they're I go to say something.
基本上他们为角色做的功课一定很多，跟 DM 同目前会议也不少。要了解世界背景，要塑造角色性格，他们做的笔记功课不比戏剧或舞台演员少。我想也是。虽然没做过戏剧。
I'm going to ask Liam, Sam, and Whitney to step away, and we're going to keep our friends here. We're going to keep.
You didn't? I was getting ready to grab my
The tenor is really different if she walks away and you don't. You were like parting word. I stay. I'm very sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm actually out of here. This shit's
Point of order before we go, Brennan. Did I hand this over yet? Should I hand this over to?
Is that
no,
the
you'll do that when we.
Okay.
Well, so you hold on to that. We'll have a moment for that.
要换场景。
I got your fucking number, brother. I'm
gonna fucking get your ass. So a moment after you bandy barbs with a demon, after you bandy barbs with a demon, you go outside, and I think 2 veterans of the Falconers Rebellion watch the most anxious, like finely dressed necromancer in the world step up. Outside in the dark to both of you.
Hi. I just
met Taylor before, yes?
Yes.
We
met.
Right.
Yes,
it's nice to meet you.
I just said something really stupid to a demon. Today's been a hard day. Okay, so we need to find Thimble. Do you? Thimble's.
I know who Thimble is.
Okay, great.
You know where to find her?
Yes, I do. I know which house she was working out of. Hopefully she's there. That's the best lead I have right now.
Then we should go.
Okay.
欢迎 xzxc 加入，欢迎加入酒馆，一起玩 TRPG， 一起发呆。谢谢你，欢迎加入。
And I think Taylor, the last time you saw Azune, he was like one of the younger people in you and Thiazi's sort of battalion. But heading off here, you look.
有个小支线在发生中。
Rain begins to fall. You arrive.
雨声下来了，这个音乐组太夸张。
macerating. This is a grimy neighborhood.
What is? Yeah. Okay, this is so confusing. What is one of the sons of the?
戏剧从台词解析角色。 而这类型扮演则靠背景故事捏出形象，想想就觉得前期工作超精彩，我也想象得出来。前期准备角色应该要准备很久。
Azune, there is a wall that you know is not a wall. Up ahead, there's bricks outlined here, big sort of like whitewashing letters. The Ogramson leather tannery, and you know the S in that O'Gromson is where you need to walk up to.
As I am heading towards that, my friend, Thimble might be in trouble. There might have been a piece in something that went awry. I would prepare yourself just in case.
Oh, hold on. Any disguised self, himself, I shouldn't be me.
Good call. What do you look like?
Transforms himself into someone, the first thing he thinks of, which is someone who looks very similar, but not the same, as Taisha's oldest son.
Cool. You look like a young... Orcish warrior, ranger, soldier.
Very specifically, not him.
I'm going to do something as well.
I look at Azune's demeanor. Is he going in empty-handed, or is he arming himself?
I am armed. I technically just kind of came off of the job. So I'm still in my full gear.
Yeah.
And you see me do something that you probably didn't see me do in our time in the Falconers Rebellion. I have a necklace around me with a small child's bracelet hanging from it. And I close my eyes and I reach towards it, I touch it, and I whisper, "I'm not alone." And in my mind's eye, I see a spectral form step out from me and then take a defensive stance and then dissipate as I cast False Life.
Awesome. Ooh, you cast the spell on yourself, you move up.
You're not going to report me for doing magic, right?
明说感觉要能接到主持人的球也蛮重要，对，互接球很重要，然后这蛮难的，我也还在学。
Approach the wall. As you do so, go ahead and give me Arcana with advantage. You can do the same. You've both been here before.
18.
Give me perception.
19, 20, 27.
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
You walk up,
他们的直接数字都好的。
You see the residue of magic on the doorway here. There are 3 bricks that have been touched by magical hands more than any other. There's only so many ways you can arrange 3 bricks in order. And you can try a couple different combinations and get this door to open. Perception?
17.
As Octus is opening the door, you're gearing up. They think something really bad happened. Teor, you look down. It's been cleaned hastily. Underneath the hinge of a secret door, there's blood. Fresh.
I'll just grab Azune's arm and point to the ground, redirect his vision.
The door slides open. You look. A slender staircase going up in a hidden wall in between 2 halves of this larger tannery, a secret apartment up in this larger work area, almost like a loft that's been hidden away and bricked in. And there's blood on the staircase coming down. A lot of it. You look and see, I think, without even having to really second guess, you think that bodies got dragged out of here. Thundering up the staircase, Laura Bailey, I'd like you to come out.
Laura!
What is happening?
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, hi,
Bubba. Thundering up the stairs, because time, whatever has happened, and time is now of the essence. You get up the staircase. A door is completely shattered off its hinges. And you look in and see a apartment of an illegal arcanist, an occultist, that has been completely turned upside down. Papers soaked with blood all over the ground, a mattress flipped up against the wall, cut open with daggers or long swords to search inside the mattress, shattered mirror, clearly signs of a scuffle. What you look and see the signs of the scuffle is Teor and Azuna, you would both recognize this. Whoever they were fighting in here is not someone that they would have been capable of throwing around. I need all 3 of you to make an investigation check for me, if you'd be so kind.
调查鉴定。
What was that before? 19.
哇，他们掷的骰都好大哦，今天。
10.
7.
Tayor, immediately smelling around as much as you can. You guys are looking at and seeing this is obviously Thiassi's handiwork everywhere, but it is just partially destroyed. Tayor, your nostrils come online and you smell honeysuckle, a smell of something effervescent and otherworldly. A dim light is dying. In the corner, there is this place is a tannery, which means that it has off-put of everything. Whatever this place was before Thiassi turned it into a hiding spot, there was a sluice in the stone floor, and you see a dim light fading quickly.
Is this a set that's familiar to me?
Yeah.
I will rush over there and throw furniture out of the way as I do so.
You look down in the grate. In that grate, Laura, could you describe your character for us and the state we find her in?
Laura.
You see a very small 4-inch
恭喜5点半的人下班。
pixie.
恭喜你们回家吃饭，好好睡。
Short brown hair.
哦，皮克金，
She's older than the last
很小
time
只
you
的
saw
那一
her.
种。
You can't tell. She thinks she looks almost 18 at this point. She's in her clothes are a bit tattered now. That dark green. Her wings, which
拿着2根正当武器，一个纽扣别在腰间
are almost muted at this point, and the wing is a little bent, and she's unconscious and askew on the ground. Her 2 swords, the needles, have scattered away from her grasp.
Looking down beside her, you see this grate is
哦，
only
皮克金盗贼20敏捷，17感知，18体质，力气3，很特别的角色，很特别的角色。
But you see
16魅力。
Your old friend, Thiassi's partner in all things. Laura.
Is she there?
We're going to make your death saving throws after the break.
休息时间。
Welcome to campaign 4. I don't know. Tough. I said backup characters, right?
真的，一起来就丢死亡检定。对，这个皮克金一起来就丢死亡检定，哎，非常棒。好了，我们大概再聊一下下。刺激，对啊，我们聊一下下。哎，好了啊，不错，有点久没有看，有点久没有看跑团影片了，都在忙着照顾自己。今天感觉不赖，静静的，但是很舒服。麋鹿问说。 抱歉，一个新手问题，掷骰判定都是什么时候会发生？就是通常都是在你做一件事情，然后你不太确定会不会成功。比如说你要试着拉开一扇门，然后那个门很紧的时候，你需要有一个，我们需要一个随机的因素在这个游戏里面，那我们就用骰子来决定说，哎，你有成功还是没成功，然后。 通常你的技能会去给那个掷骰加减值，来看它表现的增加增益多少，大概是这样子。 我觉得我解释的有点破碎，不过你大概懂我的意思就好。你可以多问一点，这样我比较好讲。我几说，这让我想到有一台巴士突然就被打爆了，对吧？On a bus， 超好笑。不要乱做技能检定，不要乱做技能检定。Leaf 说快挂了 ，Leaf 怎么了？我今天开到5点半哦，等下去吃晚餐。好复杂哦，那怎么判定过或没过啊？就是这样子。比如说，我们说这扇门你要把它砸开的难度是15，那你就是要掷一面20面骰，它会骰出1到20的随机一个数字，再加上你的力量的加值。比如说你力量加5，你很强壮，你的检定加值，那你就会骰出一个值。比如说你骰出10加5等于15，达到了15，那就表示你成功。没有达到就表示你失败了，就是在你这件事上有没有成功这样子，所以其实蛮单纯，就是掷骰子加你的加值，然后看有没有超过一个指定的难度这个样子。没错。那如果我现在知道闸门要13了，我可以后来选择不砸吗？通常大家不会这样就是你这么一说，确实大家通常不太会回缩，就是通常你值了之后才会知道难度是多少，就是通常大家不会回缩，就是你说要做这件事，通常就会做下去。它比较不像游戏，你可以回缩那种感觉，大家都会通常都是我要做这件事，然后说好，难度是13，骰吧，这样子，你不太能试探那种感觉，这样有点怪怪的，机制上说不通，故事上也说不太通。简单说，你在做一件有难度的事情，它有一个分数门槛，有过就成功，没错。好奇心害死猫，对。听起来迷路需要3分钟过度简单解释的龙与地下城，我把它丢在这里好了。听起来迷路需要3分钟过度简单解释。哦不，哦不，忘了关视频。通常会不知道门槛，对，有时候会讲出来，有时候不会，有时候会讲出来，有时候不会。要先直来才知道判定分数，对，只会知道过和没过。有时候有些人会讲出来，就是有时候为了那个紧张感跟刺激感会讲出来，就让你觉得说，我必须踩到多少以上那种感觉。因为如果没讲出来，就会比较模糊，你就会不太确定，你不会一看到骰子就说我成功或我失败了。有时候为了那个紧张感会把它讲出来。例如说电池快没电，我也没电，你今天去干嘛？你骑完脚踏车，你回家了吗？Brandon 很爱讲出来，对我喜欢讲出来，我自己带也喜欢讲出来，我觉得比较有刺激感。然后像 Matt Mercer 就不会讲出来。请问规则书都是同一本吗？还是有很多种版本？有点我解释一下，就是官方有出一套规则书，然后出了一些扩充书，所以规则是统一的。对，规则确实是统一的。但是在龙与地下城这个系统里，应该说 TRPG 里面，很多人都会讲，很多人都会自己定一些规则，就是跟原本的标准规则不一样，然后自己玩得开心这样子。所以，如果简短的答案是有同一本规则，有统一标准的规则，但是很多人不会照着这个统一的标准的规则走，这个样子。例如说还有2公里，但是我的腿快罢工了，你可以下来用牵的，认真说。如果真的不行了，就别勉强了。用牵的吧 ，leaves。 对了，我昨天看到 Leaf 在我们的 Discord 群里画画，每天都画画，很厉害，持之以恒。好，我们找个地方降落，准备。今天不知道是谁在开台，每次我们都错过11的台。葛莱伊在开台，可是我不敢降那边，我们台有点小，不太敢降。那会有死亡判定吗？没错，死亡判定就是你死亡前会有一个，就是你血量归零的时候，你就会做死亡判定。基本上就是5战3胜，就是你要集到3次成功，标准是10，你要集到3次成功，你就会稳定下来；你集到3次失败，你就会死掉。这死亡判定没错，就是刚说的死亡判定。规则的版本更新也是有人讨厌，有人喜欢。对，像2024这个版本就有出现分歧，有一票人蛮不喜欢的，他就继续玩旧的版本这个样子。应该说每次换新的版本的规则就会这样子，就是很正常的事情。比如说，所以我确定挂来就不能讲话了哦，你的角色就挂了，你就不能用它来扮演了。对，你角色就不在了，但是你可以以场外玩家的身份讲话，就是你还是可以嘻嘻哈哈跟大家聊个天，这是没有问题的。培根说不好意思，刚刚跳掉了 QQ， 会这样问是因为好像有玩家会去翻规则书去争论结果，没错，对，所以开团前就要说好说，我们这个地方不照原本的规则，我们这个地方就依照原本的规则，这个样子，就是通常你跟你的团都要有个谈好，就说我们要怎么玩，然后我们的风格要怎么样，这就是所谓的团务期待跟团前规划这个样子。有些人甚至会特别找一个时间，就是大家坐下来，然后开个会那种感觉，这个叫 Session Zero 第0次团务这个样子。所以就是需要大量的沟通啦，这个游戏就是你需要默契，需要沟通，需要理解，需要认识这样子。对，所以确实会有人去翻规则书，这种叫做我们有个名字叫规则律师，就是他很熟规则，然后就是会去争论一些规则的事情，就是我们称为规则律师。那这也不是好或不好，但就是这是一个现象，就有些人会比较在乎规则，有些人就比较不在乎。好的，谢谢讲解。抱歉，问题有点多。那请问 COC 也是用一样的规则吗？COC 是一套不同的规则，但是逻辑跟我刚才讲的差不多。有一套官方的规则，然后有些人会用自己定的规则，然后也是大家先谈好说我们要怎么跑、怎么玩这个样子。同样的，但是 DND 跟 COC 就是两套不同的规则，你就想成一个叫地产大亨，一个叫做卡坦岛那种感觉，他们都是桌游，但是他们玩法完全不一样，玩法不太一样这个样子，就是他们都是桌游，他们可能都是扮演游戏，都是要角色扮演的，但是他们的规则不一样，对，然后宗旨也不太一样，风格也不太一样，对。COC 走的是比较恐怖、心灵恐惧的那一种啊 ，DND 比较冒险感。我chỉ说我的带团有一个类似规则律师的团员，不过他更在意剧情上的合理性。我理解了，剧情律师可以这样说，剧情律师。这也是欢的弱点，就是欢的剧情，欢很不会编剧情，欢不太会编剧情，常常出现漏洞，然后就会被打枪。 好了，我们准备跟大家说再见。今天还要去吃饭啦，所以没办法聊太久。所以感谢大家今天来一起陪欢看 Critical Role。我们不知道之后还会有这样的活动，就是看欢的心情跟时间这个样子。不过今天大致上看得很轻松，看了一个新的开头，然后期待后面的发展会是什么样子的。所以跟大家说拜拜喽，拜拜窝吉。会有复活的剧情吗？有复活的剧情，有些时候会有复活的法术之类的。拜拜培根，拜拜麋鹿。拜拜 Leaves， 拜拜 Max， 拜拜猫轮，拜拜 Phone， 拜拜 JGH， 拜拜 FM 龙，拜拜各位，拜拜，好好睡，好好吃饭，我们明天见。Wishy washy lemon squeezy 1990 everybody。电影会有复活，没错，有些东西可以让你复活，是对的。好了，拜拜。